Okay, this is Tricorner shelter. This is the inside. Somewhat typical of the shelters here in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. You have a fireplace at one end. You have a double deck. People sleep on top and bottom. A little platform for people to sleep on. Generally a little step up so people can get on the shelter. The other end will be a bench. And you have these things that you would hang your packs on to make it more difficult for the mice. And as you can see, there's a tarp. Usually the tarp is closed on the end next to the fireplace, but this one seems to be backward from all the other shelters I've been in here in the Smoky National Park. We have a little sign, talks about you need a permit to stay here. Basically not have a campfire, burying your poop. Here, this one actually has a privy. There's the logbook for the shelter. It is May 16th. This is about 6 miles into my trip. If you look over there, you can see a privy. Now this was actually kind of interesting. It has a stream. The water source is like right here, and the idea generally is that the water source is away from wherever privies are, so one won't contaminate the other. And we have a little canyon here. Don't mind being photoed?
No.
Okay. All right, and we generally have a food prep area, kind of a, we have a couple benches, a food prep, an overhang here. Let me see if I can get back and we can get a better look at this. So we got the overhang there. People going off to their
Final destination.
Final destination. All right, and this is, like I said, kind of what happens with most of them. And let me walk over here. You can see the iron boxes, which are basically the belongings or the gear for the ridge runners. You can see the what we call these bear lines, and when you're at a shelter, it's nice because they already have them set up. All we have to do is hook our bags on down here with one of these hooks, and then we take that hook there and drag it over here and hook it onto there. And it's way above. It deters a little bit on the mice and ground squirrels and squirrels from getting into it. All right. This is, as far as I can tell, is the rangers and the ridge runners' belongings or gear that they need for the now whenever you're coming up to a privy, you always check, see if there's any feet. Then you come up and you open it up and you have your privy. Now this shows kind of the silliness of federal regulations. That actually was an easy way of getting up. A lot of times you have to step up another 1.5 feet. It tells you how to use the privy. All right, you throw in a handful of mulch after you've done your business. All right, but apparently federal regulations require that way out here where there's no real access, that you put in the bars for handicap access. Kind of interesting. Now you're supposed to put down the lid, and of course after you do your business you throw in, and this looks like just wood chips. Other places say leaves, and they say also duff. Duff, of course, is just any dirt or stuff off of the floor of of the forest, and I won't. But see, it's just okay. That was enough. All right. So that's generally what a shelter looks like. It's middle of my day, so I've still got it. I'm trying for 12, actually 13 with all mileage added together. 13 today, and it's going to be hard. But I have one elevation change going up 500 feet, and then I'm going to go down the entire rest of the day. So I've got about a mile and a half of up, and then 5.5 miles of down. So one of my issues I've mentioned several times recently is the fact that I've had all this hip issue. Well, the way what worked yesterday, I went 7 miles yesterday, is go about 3 miles, then flat just lay down, and then for about a half hour, then get up, go for a couple miles, and then lay down for another half hour. So I'm going to read my last 4 haikus. I don't know if I'm overlapping here. So from Double Springs, hip pointer slows me, spruce revival buoys me, 2 springs for the win. All right. Mount Collins shelter, sun setting in haze, clambering about in wet shade, spruce forest smells nice. Icewater Springs, which was night before last, nice trail from Newfound, hip better from 3-day rest, deer herd in front lawn, sorry. And then for last night, climbed Charlie's Bunyan, hip makes me take nap each 3. Nice overlook pics. Yeah, my creativity has been shot to crap with this hip pain. So, but yeah, every 3 miles or so, I'm taking a break. All right, well, that's today. Enjoy. Oh, this is what I look like today.